If you don't know how to have a small talk conversation, you won't survive in an English-speaking country. Unless you go to Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, New York City, London, where the people are terrible. Small talk is the most common type of conversation that we will have in public with people that we meet, whether that be at work, in a line, at the doctor's office, and any other random place you might meet people. It's kind of like our way of making temporary friends until the boredom goes away. But if the thought of starting up a small talk conversation with a stranger makes you feel nervous, then this is the video for you. I'm going to tell you about all of the most common small talk conversations that occur, and what you will be asked and how you can respond to those questions. And as a gift to you, I'll put a link in the description with all of these phrases and answers so that you never embarrass yourself when you have a small talk conversation. Let's get into the video. Topic number 1 is the weather. I don't know why, but we always talk about the weather. I suppose it's because it's the one thing that we all have in common. And so that's just our way of starting up our conversation. Here are some phrases that you might hear. So when it's raining, you might hear, if you're in a building, "It's really coming down out there." It is referring to the rain. The rain is really coming down. But we just say, "It's really coming down out there." Or, "It's really coming down out here," if you're outside. "It's really coming down out here." You might also hear, "It's raining cats and dogs." All of these phrases just mean that it is raining like crazy. And it doesn't really have to be raining like crazy for a person to say this. It might just be a way of starting a conversation. It just sounds cooler to say it's raining cats and dogs than to say, "Wow, it's raining a little bit out there." So if you want to respond to those phrases, some things you might say are, "Yeah, it's crazy out there." So you're agreeing, "Yeah, it is raining cats and dogs," or "Yeah, it really is coming down out there." So you respond, "Yeah, it is crazy out there." Another response might be, "Right. Seems like it came out of nowhere." Right. Seems like it came out of nowhere. This expresses that you think that the storm came quickly. So maybe there wasn't a lot of time where the rain clouds were above you. It just kind of swooped in quickly and rained on you. And another response might be, "For real, I'm glad I brought my umbrella." For real, I'm glad I brought my umbrella. Now, if it's sunny, the most common thing you'll hear is, "Beautiful day, isn't it? Beautiful day, isn't it?" Or you might also hear, "Can't beat this weather, huh? Can't beat this weather, huh?" The response to "beautiful day, isn't it?" would be something like, "Oh, it's incredible, right? Oh, it's incredible, right?" And the response to "can't beat this weather, huh?" would be something like, "Ha, no you can't. It's amazing, isn't it?" Now, if it's cold, you might hear, "It's pretty chilly out there, isn't it?" Or, "Brr, it's a cold one today. Brr, it's a cold one today." And your responses might be, "Oh yeah, it's freezing. Oh yeah, it's freezing." Or, "Yeah, it's crazy cold. Yeah, it's crazy cold." Or you could even say, "Yeah, too cold." Small talk conversation number 2, at work. At work, you'll encounter tons of small talk if you're in an English-speaking country. So starting with the morning small talk, you'll hear, "Morning, how's it going? Morning, how's it going? Good morning, how was your commute? Good morning, how was your commute? Hey, did you have a good weekend?" On Mondays normally. "Hey, did you have a good weekend? Morning, ready for another day? Morning, ready for another day. Hey, how you feeling this morning? Hey, how you feeling this morning? For the afternoons and evenings, you'll hear, how's your day going? How's your day going? Got any plans for the weekend? Got any plans for the weekend? And when you're ending a conversation, these are really good ways to do it. Well, I should probably get back to it. Back to it refers to getting back to work. Well, I should probably get back to it. Or, it was nice catching up. It was nice catching up, which means it was nice talking to you, but it's time to start working. And once you say one of those things, it shows that you're done having this conversation in a polite way. Then you can say something like, have a good day. Have a good day. Well, have a good one. One is referring to the rest of their day. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Talk to you later. Or see you around. See you around. Now let's look at some responses for those first phrases. So in the morning, good morning, how's it going? Some responses might be, good, thanks, how are you doing? Good, thanks, how are you doing? Not bad, a little tired. How about you? Not bad, a little tired. How about you? Pretty good, ready to get started. Pretty good, ready to get started. Hey, it's going well. Thanks for asking. Hey, it's going well. Thanks for asking. Next, good morning. How was your commute? Which means, how was the trip into work today? Some responses to that might be, not too bad. A little bit of traffic, but nothing too crazy. Not too bad. A little bit of traffic, but nothing too crazy. Oh, the usual. And then you describe the usual. Like, for example, oh, the usual. Lots of traffic on the Carlisle Pike. Or, good, thanks for asking. How was yours? Good, thanks for asking. How was yours? Next question, hey, did you have a good weekend? Hey, did you have a good weekend? So you can say, yeah, it was a good weekend. And then mention something you did. For example, yeah, was a good weekend. I went and played basketball with my kids, and I took my wife out to dinner. It was great. Or you could say, yeah, it was relaxing, just what I needed. Yeah, it was relaxing, just what I needed. Or, yeah, it was all right. Nothing too exciting. Yeah, it was all right. Nothing too exciting. And the last one we say often is, it was good, but it flew by way too quick. Flew by refers to the time. The time went very quickly. Next question, hey, how you feeling this morning? Some responses might be, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling pretty good today. A little whatever you are, but it's all right. For example, a little tired, but it's all right. I'm all right. Thanks for asking. How about you? I'm all right. Thanks for asking. How about you? The third most common topic of small talk conversations is the news. But before that, if you're looking to improve your English super quickly, the best way to do it is with a private tutor. Italki is the best place to find a professional tutor that will work around your schedule, and you can even choose what country they're from. And because you're watching my videos, in the description, Italki has gifted you $10. All you have to do to get your free $10 gift is sign up for a free account and schedule your first tutor session. Check it out if you're interested, buddy. Now let's get back to the video. While talking about our political views is not a good idea, we often will mention objective truths that we see on the news. So, for example, did you see that wildfire that's happening in California? It's like, that's an interesting topic. It's current news, but it's not political. And if somebody was to mention, let's say that story, did you see the wildfires in California? The other person might say, Yeah, I did. It's terrible. Do you have any family there? And then they start talking. You see how bringing up a piece of news like that can lead to a little bit of a conversation, even with a stranger. And small talk conversation number 4 is fashion. I use this one all of the time when I see a man who's wearing a watch. I love watches, so when I see something unique or something I just really like, I'll ask, like, what kind of watch is that? Incredible. Is that a quartz or a mechanical watch? Ah, I love it. It's beautiful. I really love the dial. And normally, people love the fashion that they wear. That's why they wear it. So if you bring it up, they will be very happy to talk to you about their fashion choice. Trust me, you'd be surprised how many 20-minute conversations I've gotten with strangers just by asking them about the watch on their wrist. Here's some other examples of some small talk conversation starters about fashion. Wow, I love that jacket. Where'd you get it? Wow, I love that jacket. Where'd you get it? Wow, are those whatever product they are, for example? Wow, are those Calvin Klein shoes? Wow, are those Calvin Klein shoes? Excuse me, I really like the whatever you've got on. Where'd you get it? For example, wow, I really love the shoes that you have on. Where'd you get them? And that is the bulk of small talk conversations in English. Go to the description if you want to review all of the questions that we went over today. I promise this is pretty much the majority of what you will hear if you have a small talk conversation with a stranger in public. So check out those links in the description. It was wonderful seeing you again, friend. Have an incredible week. Goodbye.